lifeline. Love is the core. The home is the front. That's how you and me get to
When
be.
you abandon a vehicle like this for a long time, a lot of things will happen to that bus or to that car. Can you see? The tires are flat. Look at this one. Look at this. Because this vehicle has been abandoned for some months, it has gathered dust. Everything is going down the hill. Can you imagine if you abandon this and let it be in this way in the next 2 months, 3 months, 1 year? What do you think will happen to it? Your guess is as good as mine. It will go down, it will get to a stage, everything will be destroyed. Wow. Nothing is good when you abandon it. Likewise, do you know that people are abandoning their marriages? And this is not the best thing for you to do. That is why I will be talking to you about don't abandon your marriage. Many people are abandoning their marriages. So like this vehicle, the marriage is gathering dust. We need to work on it. My name is Bisi Adewale, your family coach. I will be talking to you seriously about this. Call all your friends, your family members. I want to be talking to you about the way people are abandoning their marriages. Maybe you are even abandoning your own. You are in the marriage, but you have abandoned it. It's time to learn about this. I will be back shortly to open your eyes to all this.
Family lifeline.
You are welcome back. I told you I will be talking about don't abandon your marriage. But somebody may tell me, you see, I have not abandoned my marriage. I've been married to my wife for some years. We are still together. We are still doing this. That is why I will be telling you 10 signs that you have abandoned your marriage. Because you can still be married, you are paying bills, you are even still having sex, but you have abandoned your marriage. Number one, you are no more intimate like before. When you allow that intimacy to die in your marriage, you have abandoned your marriage. You only live in peace, in quotes, but not in joy. It's the second one. If you only live in peace, oh, do your thing and let me do my thing, you don't relate, but there is peace. It's like peace of the graveyard. You have abandoned your marriage. You know, a lot of marriages are like that. Marriage is not meant to be peaceful. Marriage is meant to be joyful. Don't pursue peace in marriage, pursue joy. Don't stay at the level of peace, go beyond. You know, there can be marriage full of conflict, peaceful marriage and joyful marriage. Me, I prefer that joyful marriage where when your wife travels, you miss her. When your husband travels, you miss him. When you are together, it's absolute joy. It is not about peace today, conflict tomorrow. That's a peaceful marriage. But joyful marriage is full of joy all the time. Number three, you only feel at home at work. You only feel at home with friends. You only feel at home in church. You only feel at home outside. You only feel at home in your hobby. It's a sign that you have abandoned your marriage. Something is wrong.
Family lifeline.
When you stop playing with your spouse, that is number 4 signs that you have abandoned your marriage. Or you keep grudges. You are keeping malice for years. I counseled a couple recently. They've been keeping malice for 5 years under the same roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, not 5 weeks or months. Keeping malice. Ask them, how were you communicating within those 5 years? They said they use children communication system or WhatsApp communication system. Wow. They were not talking to each other, but they will send you, go and tell your daddy, go and tell your mommy. Or they send WhatsApp to each other under the same roof for 5 years. If you have been like that, you have abandoned your marriage. You are no more excited to be with your spouse. That's number 6. If you are no more excited when your wife arrives, when your husband arrives home, you are not excited. In fact, you feel tense up. Something is wrong with your marriage. It's a sign that you have abandoned your marriage. You don't miss your spouse. That's number 7. When he or she travels, you don't miss him at all. You even wish he is gone for 2-3 months. In fact, you feel better anytime your spouse is not around. It's a very good sign that both of you have abandoned your marriage. You don't spend time with your spouse is another one. When you don't spend time with your spouse, nothing concerns you. I know a particular couple, if the woman is sitting down in the living room, as soon as the husband arrives, she will leave and go into her own room. In fact, if you are not sharing the same room, you have abandoned your marriage. It's a very good sign that you have abandoned your marriage. I think that's an extra thing on top. If you are staying in different rooms, it's a sign. Husband and wife should be in the same room, on the same bed, all the days of their life. Number 9, your sex life is dry and drab. It's very dry and drab. Wow, you sleep together like animal mating, like dogs just mating, no emotion, no passion, no relationship. It's just like 2 goats sleeping together. It's a sign that you have abandoned your marriage. No more jokes or playfulness in your marriage. You can't joke, you can't laugh together, you can't play together, you can't jump on each other, you can't hug each other, you can't beat each other, bomb and pursue each other. In fact, where some guys, some men, if their wife even try to play with them, they say, "Are you mad? Is something wrong with you? Who is your mate?" Oh, brother, you have abandoned your marriage. You have abandoned and you are missing in action. Something is wrong with you. Play with her, joke with her. I will be back shortly.
Family Lifeline.
You are welcome back. I will be showing you now 10 things you can do to keep your marriage alive so that you will not abandon it. Number 1, get committed to your relationship. Get totally committed to your marriage, in your thinking, in your talking, in everything you are doing. Just get totally committed. Then number 2, never think about divorce. No. Never contemplate it. Don't plan for it. Don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't threaten your spouse about it. No divorce. No imagination of divorce whatsoever. Number 3, honor and respect your spouse always. Honor and respect your wife, your husband. Oh, you are married to a king and you are married to a queen. Treat each other in a queenly way, in a kingly way. That is to say, you are a decent woman, a virtuous woman, a real man, and a valiant man. Number 4, communicate regularly. Talk intentionally. Talk. Communicate. Keep talking. One of the greatest things that can happen to your marriage is when you are committed to talking. Communication is the key to all human relationships. If you cannot talk, you cannot work together. If you are not working together, you can't build marriages together. Number 5, deal with routine, work on wellness. All married people should know this. One of the most dangerous things in marriage is when your marriage enters into routinous mode, there will be trouble in that marriage. You can predict, even the children can predict you. They can predict what you are going to say, what you are going to. There's no more fun in that marriage. So please get committed to having fun in that marriage. Don't make your marriage funny. Number 6, forgive quickly. In every marriage relationship, there will be times to hurt each other, either you like it or not. It is not because your wife is bad or your husband is wicked. It's because you are close. Closeness. Look at me. If you do your hand like this, can you see it? Maybe you try it. Do it very well. then put it here. It will generate it. There will be it. What is generating it? The rubbing together of both of them. Anytime a man and his wife are together, it's like a rubbing together. There will always be it. So what are you supposed to do? Calm down, cool down, talk it out, settle disputes, then forgive each other and build your family together. Even if you marry an angel, you will offend each other. Number 7, have date night together at the time you can be, just to be together in and outside your home. That would be the best thing that will ever happen to your marriage. Remember, I usually tell us on this telecast that if you stop dating, your marriage will soon be out of date. Number 8, talk like new lovers. Don't just communicate. A whole lot of married couples, they communicate, they talk about bills, they talk about payment of school fees, they talk about house rent, they talk about things that are normal, things that are seen, things that are compulsory. But they don't talk about themselves. They don't play together. They don't talk about love. They don't talk about intimacy. They don't even talk about their marriage. It's time to begin to talk like new lovers, where you can touch each other, you can play. Number 9 is to play like children. Play. Play with your wife, play with your husband. Okay, I want you to play with her. If she's playing with you, play with her. All this executive thing, traditional thing we are doing. No, you don't do like that. You don't talk to me like that. I'm your head. I'm the head of this family. Immediately you are talking like that, you are no more the head of the family. You have become the headache of the family. A real man will play. Even your children should be able to play with you. They should be able to jump on you and say, Daddy has come. They meet you by the gate. They hug you. They play with you. That is a great marriage. That's a good marriage. Number 10, find help when your marriage is hurting. Find help. If you are having challenges in your marriage, it is normal. Conflict in marriage is normal. Conflict in marriage is natural. Conflict in marriage is not new. You are not the first couple that will fight, and you are not the last one. If you are finding it so difficult to settle, why don't you seek professional help? Seek professional help. And don't forget, I keep on shouting on this telecast that you should be reading books. Read books on family life so that you can improve your husbandhood and improve your wifehood. If you do that, you won't abandon your marriage. Go to familiarbooks.com. Go and download many of my books. I have been privileged to write more than 100 of them. Go and download them, read them, put them into your marriage, and your marriage will never remain the same again. Remember, I told you, I am Bisi Adewale. I'm proud to be a family coach. I want to help your marriage. You will see my phone numbers, every detail on this telecast. Get in touch with me. I know I will be of help to you. God has been using me to help thousands of couples around the world. So get in touch, and follow me on my social media at Bisi Adewale, Instagram at Bisi Adewale, LinkedIn at Bisi Adewale, Twitter at Bisi, even Facebook at Bisi Adewale. Then subscribe to my YouTube channel at Bisi Adewale, and please put on the notification so that as soon as I post the next video, you will be able to grab it. Thank you for joining me. Remember, your family is very important. Take good care of your marriage.
Family Lifeline.